Good morning, students. Today, the first class of class 12, and today we'll discuss about the few topics in electrostatics. So, electrostatics, the very most important chapter in your class 12. So, at first, today we'll discuss about the basic things of this chapter. I hope all of you have the idea about the atom. What is an atom? We know that the smallest division of any particle is known as the atom, and the atom consists of three types of particle also: neutron, proton, and electron. So if you discuss about an atom, we know that inside the atom, the nucleus, where the neutron and protons stay together and the electrons are revolving around the nucleus in different orbit. And another thing, the number of proton present inside the nucleus is equal to the number of electrons revolving around the nucleus. So if 10 protons are there inside the nucleus, so 10 electrons also revolve around the nucleus. And another thing, if the proton carry plus q charge, we know the proton has the positively charged, proton is positively charged particle. So if proton carry plus q charge, then the electron will carry minus q charge. That means we can say that the protons and the electrons, each proton and each electron carry the same amount of charge, only the difference is the different types of charge. Proton carry suppose plus q charge, then the electron carry minus q charge. So as a whole, we can say inside an atom, as the number of protons is equal to number of electrons, and the protons and electrons carry the same charge. So we can say the total positive charge due to the proton and the total negative charge due to the electrons are same, and as they are equal and opposite types of charge, so as a whole the total charge of an atom becomes zero. That's why we can say the atom is a neutral particle. No charge is there. Atom has not any plus charge or minus charge. Atom is a neutral things. This is not positively charged, not negatively charged. So what is the reason of that? The reason just to discuss, the number of proton and number of electron inside an atom is same, and the proton and electron both carry the same charge, only the opposite types of charge. Suppose one example, suppose the 10 in an atom, suppose 10 protons are there. 10 protons are there. So if 10 protons are there, then how many electrons will be there? 10 electrons will be there. Suppose each proton carry q charge. What? Each proton carry q charge. So 10 proton will carry what? 10 q charge. So for the each proton carry plus q charge. So for this 10 proton, total charge is what? Plus 10q. And similarly, if the number of electron also 10 and the electron carry minus q charge, so for the electron that is minus 10q charge. So as a whole, the total charge plus 10q minus 10q is equal to what? The 0 coulomb. 0 is the charge. So this is one example of atom where 10 protons were present inside the nucleus, 10 electrons are revolving around the nucleus. Each proton carry plus q charge, 10 proton plus 10 q charge. Each electron minus q charge, 10 electron minus 10 q charge. Total charge plus 10q minus 10q is equal to 0. Now question is, if this atom lose or absorb an electron, suppose this release one electron, release one electron. Now the number of electron is what? 11. So how many? What is the total negative charge? So total negative charge is equal to minus what? 11q. But number of proton always now plus 10. So total positive charge. So total positive charge what? Plus 10q. So now when the atom release one electron, absorb one electron, when the atom absorb one electron, then the number of electron becomes 11. Total negative charge becomes minus 11q, but the number of proton till now 10. Total positive charge plus 10q. Total positive charge is plus 10q. So now what is the resultant charge? Minus 11q plus 10q. Minus 11q plus 10q. So now the resultant charge minus 11q plus 10q is equal to what? Minus q. So we can say when the atom absorbs electron, then the atom becomes negatively charged. And similarly, if the atom release electron, then the electron present in that atom will be reduced. Suppose 10 electrons were there, now it release one electron, so electron becomes 9. But the proton still now 10. So for the 9 electron, the total negative charge is minus 9q. But for the proton, for the 10 proton, total positive charge is plus 10q. So what is the now resultant charge? Plus 10q minus 9q is equal to plus q. So here when the atom release electron, then this becomes positively charged. Clear is it? I repeat once more. When any atom release electron, it will be positively charged, and if the atom absorb electron, then it will be negatively charged. Now question is, if the atom release or absorb electron, that atom either absorb one electron, release one electron, two release or two absorb. That means I want to say, if the atom release or absorb electron, the number of electron must be the integer, either one electron or two electron or three electron or four electron, such a way. So if the number of electrons released or absorbed by the atom is integer, then the charge gained by the atom due to the release of electron or absorption of electron, that will be also the integral multiple of charge of electron. Here when I take the charge of electron, suppose minus q proton plus q, and when it absorb one electron, then it becomes charged. What types of charge? It becomes negatively charged. So how much negatively charged? That is the integer multiple of charge of electron. So we can say when the electrons are absorbed or released by the atom, then the number of electrons must be the integer, and that's why the charge of the atom must be the integer multiple of charge of electron. This phenomena is known as the quantization of charge. So what is the quantization of charge? The quantization of charge states that the charge of any charged body must be the integer number multiple of integer number of charge of electron. I repeat once more. The charge present in a charged body must be the integer multiple of charge of electron. This phenomenon